All right. What was that?
What is up, guys? Welcome back to day 8 of quarantine. Coming back with another video. Today I have transformed my baking studio into an art studio. Today I'm going to take my inner Picasso and paint the world famous Van Gogh.
World famous?
World famous Van Gogh painting.
Oh.
I am not a painter, so I decided I'd start with something super easy, just so that this goes well. So we do have my whatever this thing's called, the painting thing.
Yeah, canvas.
The canvas.
Yeah.
I got all my brushes. They gave me a pencil. I'm not too sure what the pencil's for, but we will use it. I got all my paint over here. So let's get started. First of all, we just got to use my the thing here, the painting thing. I'm pretty sure you put it like that.
Yeah, something like that.
So, you know what? We're gonna put this down for a minute. We're just gonna start with the pencil because I think we just have to do the outline of the painting here. So we're gonna start with this piece here. I believe it's just grass. So we're gonna start by tracing that. Comes down a little bit, like that. I should do the swoosh, come down. And just like that, you just freehand it because then it turns out to be the exact same looking thing. So that we're gonna have to paint a little bit of greens, and we're gonna have to make some colors here. So let's get this thing back up again. There.
Yeah, that's probably right.
So let's start with, we're gonna call that a green. So there is a
thing
on the top of the paint. So we do have to just remove that quick. Okay, so we're not gonna do that part. We're just gonna take the scissors out. We're just gonna do it a different way because I'll be honest with you, I have no idea how to open this.
Couldn't you have just poked the top with the scissors, maybe?
You know what? I'll try that on the next one.
Okay.
So you just put your paint on the platter like that.
Okay.
And we're gonna get out one of our handy dandy brushes here. And we're gonna start with a big one because we've got a big area to fill. So you always just wanna dab your brush nicely.
Oh yeah.
Make sure there's nice paint on it. And just smooth strokes to give it the same look that we're going for here. Same look like that. Before we get too into it, I just wanted to give a shout out to my sponsors. Our main sponsor on this video is Mona Lisa. And artsupplies.com.
What about any of your mini bakers out there?
What about them?
Do you want to give a shout out to any of them?
No.
Not even one?
Nope.
Oh, go.
So we want to make sure we stay in the lines here. But if you go out of the lines a little bit, it's not a big deal because it's going to be fully painted anyways.
Wow.
And if you go over to the lines, you're not going to see it anyways because you're not going to be able to tell because you can't see the pencil. So we're just going to keep continuing on here with this this green. And
this looks really good so far.
If you notice, my brush stroke is long and just like perfect.
Long and perfect.
Long and perfect. So we're just going to continue with the green here. We don't want to fill it all with green because we want to make sure we turn this into that disgusting brown color you see there.
Yeah. Have you done painting like this before?
I have. I used to, like I said, I dabble in paint.
You dabble in the arts?
My last name is Picasso.
Oh.
But today I decided to tackle one of Van Gogh's expertise.
One of Van Gogh's expertise?
Yeah, which is called the Starry Night. So we're just gonna, so that, if I say so myself, looks exactly like that part there. So you always want to dip your brush in the water just to get off the excess paint.
Okay.
So we're just gonna jiggle that around in there for a minute.
Yep.
And we're gonna dab it on the paper towel here. They gave me this tool here. I don't know what it's for, but we're gonna do something with it.
Okay.
I think it's for mixing paint when we have to make a new color. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna add in some black because we don't have brown. So if you mix black and green together, I'm not sure what color it makes, but we're about to find out. Let's try your technique here.
Yeah, see, I think that is the way to do it.
That did work. We didn't have to cut the bottom off.
But
So we're just gonna put a little bit of black there.
just go on.
And we're gonna use this thing and we're gonna scoop up, put that there, and then scoop and put that there, and then we're just gonna jiggle that around a bit. And if you see, it makes a dark whatever color that is. We're just gonna
Don't ask me, buddy.
We're gonna add a little bit. We're just gonna do that.
Oh. You've used most of your palette already for just one color mix.
And there we go. Just like that, we're mixed nicely. We're gonna dump that in there too, just to make sure it all stays the same. We're gonna get another brush here, and we're just gonna, actually, you know what, we're gonna use the same brush, and we're just gonna add some texture, make sure that the color really pops here. It's starting to look a lot like the picture you see.
Yeah.
Because I'm just adding in a little bit of brown that kind of looks like it's black right now. And we're just getting that nice look of whatever that is. I think it's a weed. So, all right, so we can come back to this after and play with it a little bit, touch it up, and make sure we get the right color scheme. And then we're just gonna do some
twists.
Some twists with the brush. It just gives the paint some texture.
Oh.
And makes it.
Look at that texture getting added.
It's not good for your brush because it does ruin it over time. And then if you go like this too.
Yeah.
It just speeds up the process a little bit and adds some color to it. And but you do have to be careful because you do ruin brushes like that.
Oh, okay.
So we're just gonna wash that off a little bit. Jiggle it around a little bit. Dab it. Okay. So moving on, we're gonna get some blue. So with this kit, it is actually the Van Gogh kit. So there is lots of blues in here to do the nice sky. So we're gonna start by opening up all of them and dumping them all on the pan.
The pan, is that what it's called?
The palette.
The palette pan?
We're gonna put this blue right here. And that's called ultramarine blue.
Mm.
This is gonna be lake blue. I'm gonna squeeze some lake blue onto the palette.
There we go.
Do a little finish up. We're gonna put some ocean green just because when we start to mix some color. Can you please focus on the palette? So you just pierce that. And we're gonna And the
There we
fancier you get with putting the colors on the palette, the better it looks. I'm gonna put some violet on there.
Oh yeah.
And that's how we're gonna start creating the sky, known as the Starry Night. We're gonna switch up the brush here a little bit. And we are gonna just start with the dark blue and just we're just gonna
I mean, that looks pretty good.
we're just gonna go across. We're gonna add in the swirls at a later time. So don't worry, it's not done yet.
Those are nice brush strokes.
Yeah, it takes a lot to get the paint onto
Canvas.
the canvas. I keep forgetting what this is called, just because like I said, I'm not an artist,
But you're an expert.
I am an expert. I'm an expert at a lot of things. Switching gears a little bit today, going into to art mode. I woke up this morning and put my outfit on, inspired by Pablo Picasso. Back in the day, a little fun fact for you guys is Pablo used to wear slippers when he painted.
Oh.
I'm not sure why it's taking so long to get this paint out. I think it's just you know what I think we're going to do? I think we're just going to go back to this ultramarine blue here and just
That's a good idea, yeah.
make sure we get it all out there. And we'll just continue on here. See, that's a lot faster. And it adds texture.
Yeah.
Adds texture. Makes
It's starting to really come together.
yeah, I think it's starting to look pretty good myself. Art is it's a fine line between gentle and aggressiveness.
Oh yeah.
You want to be smooth with your brush strokes,
But yet still aggressive.
but still aggressive. So the paint knows
Who's boss?
who's boss. So we don't want to go down too deep because we got to add in the houses later. Just gonna spread this out a little bit more. Make sure we got
Crevasses.
all the crevasses exactly. And you can see it just mixes in real nice together. Now it's really starting to come alive and pop. So
Yeah.
we're gonna
Did
add a little bit of this lighter blue in here. Just to
you forget about this side over here?
nope, we haven't got there yet.
Oh, okay.
See, when you add the light blue in, it just makes it look a lot nicer and more detailed, and just brings the colors together so they all pop together. Can you please focus on the pen, please?
Just
Let's continue this light blue down here. Remember I said before you got to make sure you stay in the lines?
yeah.
Yeah, so I'm making sure I stay very careful and don't go out of the lines,
Yeah.
because then it starts to look a little,
A bit childish.
yeah, well, not, I wouldn't say childish, but just not as professional as it should be.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, there's no child out there that could paint this like I'm painting it.
No, you're probably right.
So as you can see, the sky's starting to look quite
Exact, really.
good. So now we gotta do this part here where we just come in and swirl it.
Oh,
As you can see, there's swirls.
wow.
So you wanna make sure you get lots of paint in there and just swirl it all around so it gives it that swirling texture. kind of like that. And then we're gonna come off here and swirl it this way, but it's gonna be a little bit of a lighter swirl.
Wow. That looks pretty much the exact same.
Do the swirls. So what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna get a bit of cadmium yellow on here. Cadmium yellow is a very famous color.
What's one of your favorite colors to paint with?
I usually like when I'm using a whatever this board's called,
Canvas.
a canvas. I usually like to use white.
Oh.
It doesn't show mistakes.
Oh, fair.
And it's just a good color to use because it really pops against the white background.
Yeah, I can see that.
And I'll show you a little bit later. I do have white, so I will show you. We're gonna switch brushes here again, but don't forget to dab it. So now we're gonna start here with this yellow. You wanna make sure you swirl it around nicely. And you wanna just put the moon in there nicely.
Wow.
I'm gonna add a little bit of black to it, just to brighten it up a bit. Oh, go back to yellow, just so that it gives it that yellow look. Because when you put yellow on yellow, you can't really see it. So we're just gonna make it a little bit darker here. And there you go, just like that. You got the moon with texture. So now we're gonna do a few of these yellow
Nice.
swirls.
You still have black in there, so
Yeah,
is
but
that a problem or?
no, that's not a problem. You want it to look a little darker. So when you're swirling, you always just want to hold your brush and do a swirling motion.
Oh yeah.
And it gives it that swirl look. Just want to make sure you place them in all the right spots. And there's a little bit of like a yellow, almost like a sunset that comes down here. So you just want to make sure you get that, get all get the paint everywhere. And with art, there's really no mistakes. It's your vision is.
Well, wouldn't there be mistakes if you're copying somebody else's art?
Well, no, because how do you know he didn't make a mistake trying to copy mine?
Oh, and you're fixing it.
And I'm fixing it.
Oh, okay.
Right? You just don't know.
No, that makes sense. Yeah.
You don't know.
No, yeah, that makes sense for sure.
Art is artistic.
Yep.
And you just want to make sure that you're just simple brush strokes, nice lines, and really taking advantage of that canvas space that you have. So now what we're going to do here is we're going to switch gears a little bit, and we are going to add in some more blue. I used a lot of the blue I wanted to use.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to make a color. So we're going to put a line of blue.
Oh, here we go.
And we're gonna mix it with a little bit of black.
That's the same amount of black as the blue.
And then we're gonna take our brush with a little bit of yellow in it, and we're just gonna
Wow.
make this a nice dark blue. Almost black. Mixing colors really becomes difficult.
Why?
Just because it's hard to know what colors to put together to mix it, you know?
Well, wouldn't an expert know that?
Yeah, but like I said at the beginning, I'm not an expert. That's why I chose a simple painting
Oh.
to start. But if you keep just stroking it.
This is a good display of the staying in the lines again.
Dark blue. But don't worry about that because it's all going to come together after.
Oh yeah, okay.
When we put the lines in it. You just want to.
What's this stroke called?
The finesse.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're gonna switch gears here a little bit. We gotta make some houses. So we're just gonna.
Yeah.
Because there's houses down at the bottom there. This one's a church, so we wanna maybe put a little bit of purple in there. and make that stack. It's almost gonna look like that.
Wow.
I just wanna make sure the houses are nice and
House-like?
yeah, and we're just gonna add some roofs off to the side here, just so it looks like there's multiple houses. So you can tell here that we're just making houses.
Is that what we can tell right now? We should be able to tell that?
Yeah, these are houses. If you look down here, you see there's like a little city down here with some houses.
Oh, okay.
So we're just adding in the houses to the city. This one's a little bit tall, so we're just gonna make that an apartment building.
Oh.
And this one we're gonna add a nice door to it. Couple windows, and just like that, you got a few houses. Purple may not have been the right color for this, but it is good. Now we're gonna have to just be very careful again here and just stay in between the lines and make sure we continue on with that gorgeous blue color.
Gorgeous blue color, yeah.
Painting takes a lot of patience and a keen eye for detail.
Oh.
So you just want to make sure you're staying in between the lines. This has been on thick because I wanted to leave the that thick texture.
Oh.
As you can see, we're just, and a little bit of white's okay too, because it's in the picture there, you can see there's a little bit of white.
I actually can't.
You're colorblind, so
Well, that's true.
We'll just pretend that you're not the one looking at it,
Fair enough.
because everybody else in the video will be able to see that there's clearly white in that, and I'm doing the exact same thing here.
Not see any white.
Can you please focus on the painting, please? Remember, smooth brush strokes, follow through. You don't want
Is that the breaststroke?
to. It's not the brush stroke. It's a brush stroke.
Oh.
Maybe we'll get down to a swimming video one day and I can show everybody the brush stroke. But for now,
Take you to the public pool?
well, public pools scare me.
Oh.
Especially when I don't have my water wings on.
Fair enough. I mean, this is looking kind of like an expert painting.
It's all in the stance too.
Yeah.
We're just gonna make sure we stay consistent here. We're gonna go back here and just add a little bit of yellow into our swirls. As you can see, some of these swirls have little bits of yellow in them. And we're almost there. It's really just a matter of just filling in the houses here. And that's a unique brush stroke too.
Yeah, what's that one called? The butterfly stroke?
No, it's a side swipe.
The side swipe, okay.
It just makes sure you get the texture, you get a little bit, lots of detail.
It's rustic.
It's rustic, exactly.
Yeah.
And we're basically, it's essentially like putting brick on houses. You want to keep it rustic and make it look good. So the last step here is just to fill in this last part. And speed strokes are often good too.
Yeah. I've heard that.
We're starting to run out of blues here, so I'm just going to mix up a quick batch of
Stuff.
blue.
Oh, wow. That's... Is that blue?
Yeah, it's blue. And essentially what you have here is, let me just get this out of the way.
I mean,
hold this up for everybody to see. Essentially what you have here is Vincent van Gogh's Starry Night. A
wow.
recreation.
Holy.
So we'll just
Pretty incredible.
set this on the easel here just so
Yeah,
everybody
just
can
put that
see it.
there. There you go. Oh,
Okay, my easel, they didn't send me a regulation size easel, so I'm having a bit of issue. But we'll try it one more time.
all right.
Anyways, that's,
Yeah, well, that's
that's
basically.
my recreation of Vincent van Gogh's Starry Night.
Okay.
Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. We'll have some more good videos coming for you. Hope everybody stays healthy.
You're done? You are done? For sure? Oh, okay, sorry, my bad.